Good evening to all. I am Nalban Rajaulla. Today I am going to explain my project. I am from third year BTech G Engineering College. My project is about Indian diabetes prediction, which was done by in TM College under the guidance of K. Prasad sir. In the diabetes prediction is used to predict the diabetes by using different features. Diabetes is the dangerous disease in our Indian. Diabetes is a type 2 disease. With diabetes, we get more healthy issues like kidneys and heart diseases. So we need to predict it from the earlier ages. So that it is a very hardest disease, so that it may get to the small children from their birth. So to stop having diabetes, we need to predict and solve by using medicines, by curing it using medicines. So I have created this project to predict whether the diabetes is present in our body or not. So for predicting the diabetes, I have used a Prima diabetes dataset from Kaggle. So primarily I have installed Kaggle to download the dataset, which I have already downloaded it. It is a Kaggle dataset downloaded by me from Kaggle in Prima Indian diabetes dataset, which is a zipped mode, so that I have unzipped it. Now I am reading the dataset of diabetes prediction. I have used different libraries to get trained of the data and to predict the data. So that I have used TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn, which have different features for their. I have already installed it. Now I am importing the libraries which I needed. Primarily I am importing the library NumPy, which is used for numerical, and Pandas, which is for dimensional disk. Matplotlib, which is used to draw graphs and to show the features, variables, and outcomes of the data. Seaborn, it is an extremely diagrammatic one. SQL, which is used to show the artificial intelligence models. From that, I have imported train test split and standard scalar. Now I have used Tensor to import the model of sequential, which is I have used as a CNN model. Now I have imported a data set diabetes CSV. From that I have taken top 5 rows of the data, by using head function. Now I have drawn each feature by using histogram, which is pregnancies, glucose, and blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin, BMI, diabetes pedigree function, age, outcome, which are different features, so that we may predict whether there is the diabetes in our body or not. Now this shows the difference between the outcome variable and the predicted one. That is like pregnancies, how pregnancies differ from the outcome, whether there is a diabetics or not, and how glucose differ, whether there is a diabetic or not, whether blood pressure, how much it differs to get diabetics, thickness, skin thickness, insulin, whether there is how much insulin, so that we may get diabetics or not, by body mass value and diabetes pedigree function, so that by using this we may predict how much value, so that we get diabetes or not. Now I made data preprocessing, so that the null values of the data should be removed from it. Here there are features, columns or features of the data set: glucose, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin, BMI. It may contain null values. So I have removed it by using the replace function. Now I have replaced the null values by its mean by using fill NA method. Now I have divided the data into features variable target variable. Here the x is a future variable. X is future variables which you removed the target variable outcome from other set. So I have placed the target variable outcome in y and remaining all future variables in x. Now I have checked whether there is a balanced outcome or not. The value count shows us there is imbalance of outcomes. There are more number of non-diabetics and less number of diabetics. To solve a CNN model, we need to be diabetics. The diabetics, whether there is a diabetes or not, should be balanced one, so that we may use the CNN model or any artificial intelligence model. So by using the SMOT function, I have balanced the data, balanced the target variable by using SMOT, random state by resampling it. Now by using the SMOT, I have balanced it, which shows that there are equal number of non-diabetics and diabetics one. Class distribution after SMOT. Now after balancing the variables, whether the future variable and target variable, I have trained the data. The trained data, it shows that x trained, x test, y trained and y test. By the trained test split, I have taken the data I have balanced it by using test size 0.2, which means that 20% of the data should be tested and 80% of the data should be trained. And I have used standard scalar. I have used standard scalar to normalize the data. By using the standard scalar, we can normalize the data how it is. Now I have used the CNN reshape of the CNN. It shows that the trained data should be reshaped. Training data. Now I have built a CNN model. CNN model is a convolutional neural network. I have used sequential from that, and I have modeled it by using convolutional 1D, which takes activation of ReLU and model the CNN. I have used different models, different functions, the dense, drop, dense, and in which I have used activation as ReLU and activation as sigmod. Now I have compiled the model, which I have used optimizer as Adam and loss is by binary cross probing. Metrics as accuracy. I need accuracy, how much it is. Now by using the model summary, I may get what happened by using the sequential model, what may be our output, what we get by using it. By using convolutional 1D, it shows how many parameters, and it gives all the summary of the model by using different steps. Now I have used early stopping. Early stopping is used to stop the overfitting of the data. If we have overfitting, the data should not be trained as good as possible. So to stop the overfitting, I have used the early stopping, which will stop overfitting of the data and make the model clear. And by using it, I have stopped the overfitting and then I have trained the data. By using 50. This what I have trained. It's taken 25. Now to predict my outcome, I have taken different y predict to predict the x text, how much data I have tested to get my outcome. I make y predict. Y predict is used to predict the data. Now this stuff is used to get accuracy. Accuracy is one metric in the artificial intelligence, which shows us how much data is accurate, how much data is correct by using the CNN model. Here it uses accuracy score, y test, y predict, and classification report. This gives us how much the different accuracy, different metrics of the problem, precision, recall, F1 score, and support, which gives us different values, whether our data is accurate or not. Now this, after solving after training the data and getting accuracy, I have once again made a graphical representation of the variables, whether the variables have diabetics by using different variables which I have trained. By having the variable pregnancy, how many values may have diabetics, how many do not have diabetics, and by it I have graphically represented by the same as glucose, whether it is how many values may have diabetes and how many do not have it. Same as for blood pressure and skin thickness and insulin and BMI and diabetes pedigree function and age. This shows us how many value may it get for diabetes and for not having diabetes. Now confusion matrix. Confusion matrix shows after prediction of our data, it shows whether how many values have been predicted correctly, accurately or not. Here this is the diagrammatical representation of confusion matrix. The diagonal shows us how much accuracy of the data has been predicted. By using heat map, I have drawn the confusion matrix. I have plotted the training loss and validation loss of it, but after training the data. Now I have taken sample data from my friends so that the prediction is possible. I have taken different feature variables of pregnancy, glucose and BMI and insulin and age of different data from our friends, and I have called the function of what I have trained the data in CNN model, and I have get whether I have predicted whether the data which contains the features the variables may have diabetics or not. For that I have used the front-end Streamlit to get my front-end of the project. I have already imported it. From this shows how my front-end looks up, the code of my front-end. There are different rows of each of my variables: pregnancy, glucose, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin, BMI, age. After giving these all variables, if I detect the variable, if the values matches to the diabetics, then we get outcome as diabetic. If not, there is no diabetic. This will be our output. This is the front end of my project. Here there are different rows: pregnancies, glucose level, blood pressure, which are the variables. After giving the different values of who want to predict whether they have diabetes or not, after pressing the button, so that we get whether there is a diabetes or not. But there are default values. So if we press the button, it may show the outcome. The patient is unlikely to have diabetes, stay healthy. There are different variables, different values for different, so we may change the variable. It's our wish how many, the accurate value we may give, we can predict how accurate predict the patient is likely to have diabetes, so that we may get. Now chat GPT, if we have any questions, we may give the question and we get answer. Thank you.